Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Mr. Albert Gonzalez. I am your librarian for the South Texas ISD um, with housing with STPA and World Scholars. We're going to go ahead and start our presentation regarding our copyright law lesson assignment in which y'all were instructed by your teachers that you were going to be working on a music artist research project. So let's go ahead and get started with our presentation. Okay, so as I said earlier, my name is Mr. Alberto Gonzalez. I am your librarian, and we're going to be going over the concepts of the copyright law lesson in order for y'all to get ready for your music artist research project y'all are going to be starting. We're going to go ahead and talk about what is copyright. Well, the copyright law protects the original owner from taking their content and work. We will be learning a couple of terminologies in the lesson of copyright. So pretty much what's going on is with copyright, this is where like you need to make sure that you don't plagiarize, which is stealing someone's creative work. You want to make sure that you're giving the author credit, because if let's say you do plagiarize, you can get into some serious trouble in which consequences can happen. Consequences can be like where let's say your teacher will give you a failing grade, you will be reported to the office, like any disciplinary actions that could happen. So just to make sure that we don't plagiarize, we want to make sure that we are protected by the Creative Commons, making sure that we give the author credit. So we have Creative Commons, which is a copyright for people to share and build creative work, giving credit. We have the public domain, which there are some areas that are free without giving citation. However, this public domain, it ranges around 100 years and before. So like around the 1900s, like 1905, 1900, any literature, as long as it says public domain, it's free to use. However, our research is going to have to be where you're going to need to provide citations and giving the author credit. So how do we conduct research? Well, your teacher instructed that you all will be using MLA format. However, there are other citation formats. There is APA, which a lot of colleges and universities use, even high schools. Also, there's Chicago style. But for this assignment, from what your teacher gave me, you all will be using MLA. We're going to be researching on database using EBSCOs. That's an online resources you'll be using as well. It's another way you can use Britannica Online. We're going to be using a MLA generator template. And also, you'll be able to go to google.com and having to look up information with that. So let's practice. So you're going to see these screenshots we're going to go over in a bit. As you can see here, Britannica's on the left here, which we're going to be practicing with Elvis Presley. And we have Elvis Presley on the right. Now, on your music artist project, your teacher did instruct because we're using Elvis Presley. You all will not be allowed to use Elvis Presley for your project. So just be aware of that, boys and girls. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with the practicing with our citations. I'm going to go ahead and share for the whole screen. Okay, so let's say we go to Britannica, which again, if we go to the STISD website here, which you all are familiar with, we can go here, you scroll down, and we got the databases y'all will log in, which when you log in, it's going to look like this. We will mess with EBSCO in a little bit. I know we are having some technical issues with that, but we'll go over the specs for now with Britannica, which Britannica is right here, a very reliable website resource. It's pretty cool. We highly recommend y'all use Britannica. Now, since our class is a technology class, we will be using, you can use middle school or high school. We're going to go ahead and go into high school. Okay, so right here, what happens is this is where you're going to look up some articles. You can look up images, biographies. You can even do a search here. So our search, Elvis Presley, was actually right over here. You can see here for your project, as your teacher brought up, is you're going to need the information biography. You're going to need pretty much like, when they started, how they got famous, things like that, where they at today. That's information you're going to look up. So you'll be going through here and you'll find some information which you need. Some pretty interesting information you have here, Elvis Presley. Now, what's pretty cool and unique about Britannica, really neat, is you'll be able to use the site. When you click on site, you can go any of these files. The citation is right there, And there we go. It's pretty cool. That's why Britannica is pretty cool, has a reliable resource. But what if you can't find your information on Britannica? What if you can't find it? So what we want to do is this, boys and girls. We want to go and we're going to go on, let's say, the internet here. We're going to go on the internet and you're going to look up Elvis Presley biography. So you're going to look up Elvis Presley biography and we're going to look up this information, which is here. This is what you would typically want to do. Whatever your music artist or band, you're going to type biography, information, anything like that, you'll be able to do. So here we have information about Elvis Presley. Pretty cool information. And what we're going to have to do is once we find this information, we're going to use the website, which I recommend EasyBib. You can actually Google MLA generator. You can look up Noodle Tools or Purdue OWL is a really good one. So we're going to practice with the website. So here what we have is we have our website we can copy and paste, which we can go here. And pretty much what we have is we can cite it, and then pretty much it gives you your MLA what we need. You can also get into an option where you can create manually, and you'll have to fill out all this information. So we don't want to go too much in detail, but what you can do, boys and girls, is for here, for instance, we're going to find the title, Elvis Presley, we have that. And then we're going to go into our right here. We have our authors. So our authors, we have Graceland, the home of Elvis Presley. That is the company that published this information. So we could put that in. Graceland, we could put that in. Sorry about that. So we could actually put the company, Graceland. Graceland, the home of Elvis Presley. The website title, which we can go here. It's pretty much the same. It's looking like it's the same, the Graceland, the home of Elvis Presley, which sometimes, boys and girls, it can happen where the publisher and the author are the same. It could happen. So we're going to go ahead and put that in. Graceland, the home of Elvis Presley. Okay. The URL link, which is over on this one here, we could put the URL link. We're going to display. The date access, we can put, let's say 4. I'm sorry, 1. And then here, 2024, electronically published. A lot of times on the website, electronically published, it'll tell us the year, which on this particular one, we can leave that here. It's always being published. And then from there, we're good to go. We can go as much information as we can and we complete the citation. And then we have it in MLA, we can copy and paste. Pretty good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and continue our PowerPoint. Okay. So here, we talked about the websites of the databases, and that's pretty much what we have going on. So with that in mind, boys and girls, I mean, this is really what's going on where in your project, it's where you're going to pretty much, let's go back to this part here, in this part. What's going to happen is, you're going to be going through the MLA generator. You're going to look up the project. You'll pretty much, that's what copyright is. You're giving credit to the author where you give them credit. So I want to go ahead and just let you all know if you have any questions, you're more than free to answer any of them that you may have. What we went ahead and did was we went ahead and also did the following where you want to find in MLA. We have the name of the author or the editor, the date it was published, the title of the article. A lot of times you may not find, but you'll put the best you can, the website name, the publisher, the URL, the date accessed, and the website link. In that order, you should be able to find in your MLA. So I want to thank you all for viewing our presentation. And if you have any questions, please let me know, and your teacher as well. Thank you so much, and y'all have a good day. And go ahead and work on your music artist research project.